Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to add our bones in our animation. So in this view, in our object mode, we're going to go Shift A. We're going to add an armature. So when this comes in, it will be straight up. We don't want it to be straight up. So I'm just going to go Z. And we're going to rotate it on the X 90. All right, so that'll bring it like this. And we're going to grab this G and we're going to move it to the middle of our shape. So we're going to have that point there. All right, G. And from there, what we're going to do is we are going to go into our edit mode, click on this point here on the end point, and we're going to extrude that out. All right, so I just want to move it straight out. Okay, so this is going to go on the X. So when I go E, then X, and then I'm going to just take it to the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing again, EX to the side. Okay, all right. And then what we're going to do is we need to give these bones names. So if we click over here, we have a look here, we've got this thing which is armature. When we click on bone, we can see which bone it is according to the yellow line. So this one here, that's going to be our body bone. So we'll just double click on there and go body bone. This one here is going to be our left wing bone. So we go LWBONE, left wing bone, and this one's going to be our right wing bone. So RWBONE. It doesn't matter what you call them, just something that you know what that is. Okay, and now we're just going to name these parts as well. So we're going to go into object mode. So we'll go this one here. If we have a look here, it's selected. That is a plane. So we're going to go, that one is our left wing. This one here is our right wing. And this part here is going to be our body. And this is going to help us to do things properly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this here, on our skeleton, on this, and we're going to go into pose mode. All right. And in pose mode, what we do is we click on our part that we're going to do first. So for me, I'll choose the body first. All right, I'm going to click into pose. So I'm clicked on body. I'm going to hold down shift and go the body bone. Whoopsie, not shift, sorry. Body, control, and then body. All right. And then we're going to go control P, and we're going to go bone. Control P, then bone. All right, so that's connecting that one to there. This one here, left wing bone. I think we have to do this first. Click on that first, the left wing, hold down control, left wing bone, control P, bone. Again, this one here. So we're going to go right wing, hold down control, whoopsie, and click on right wing bone, go down to here, control P, bone. All right, so now, according to this, if we rotate this object, that should move. All right, so that's just pushing R. We don't want it to move that way though. So what I'm going to do just to be able to do that properly is to get rid of this picture behind. So that picture behind is this one here called empty. I'm just going to click on the eye, and I'm just going to click on the camera as well, because we don't want it to show that at all when we make this. Okay, and so now if I rotate this on the Y, you'll see what it does is it rotates the wing properly. And again, I'll go here, rotate Y. All right, so there we have it. Okay, all right, so now for the animation. So if we rotate, yeah, let's start with how we want it. So I'm going to rotate this on the Y up. So this is the position that I'm going to want it in. I'm going to rotate that. Click on that one, rotate Y, up again. So I'm thinking, okay, this is the position I'm going to start. Now you're not going to see these bones in the animation, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to go into animation. All right, and well, first of all, actually, we need to go back to layout, and we're going to think about a camera. So we're going to go and click on camera, and then we're going to we're going to go into view, and then we're going to go to viewport camera. All right, so you'll see this here. This is showing what our camera is going to show when we do our animation. So my butterfly is probably a bit too high, but in order to move our camera, we have to do a special menu. So the menu, we need to make sure our camera is selected. We push in, we go to view, and we say camera to view. We tick that one. Okay, and what that allows us to do is if we push G on here, we can grab our camera and move it to a place where we want it. G. If I click my mouse wheel button, I could move this to here. So I want to get a nice view where I'm going to see my butterfly. Do I want it going that way or that way? I'm just going to do this one here and have it near the bottom. Okay. Yeah. So I get it to a place where I want it. Okay. And okay. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to animate it. So now we've got our camera where we want it. I'm going to go back into normal view. So we just go viewport. Doesn't matter where you go, top or bottom or left, it doesn't matter. All right, but we do want to go into animation here. Okay, all right. So now we're going to say, okay, this is how I want it to start. Okay, so we select this. We're going to go into pose mode. We're going to go A to select all of those bones. All right, and in here, we're going to go I to insert a keyframe. So we're going to go, what do we want to select? Actually, we want to be in here. We don't want the mouse in here. You want the mouse up here. So I, you're going to say location, rotation, scale. All right, so that's the one that we do. Location, rotation, scale. Okay, and now if we drag this out to, let's say, 10, okay, and I take this bone, I rotate it on the Y. Let's rotate it down to about there. Rotate Y down to about there. And again, I go A to select all. And then we're going to go I, location, rotation, scale. So what's going to happen is it's going to move those things. And then I'll go a little bit more. So let's say we go to 13. Click on that one, rotate it Y down. Rotate Y down. Okay, and go A to select all again. Insert, location, rotation, scale. Okay, so let's have a look from the beginning. Oh, there we go. If we drag that, we can see it's starting to do that. Okay, so 15, 13, let's do 16. Let's go about 16 and rotate it just a little more. Rotate Y, rotate Y, back down, all the way down. All right, A select all. I insert rotation scale. So again, this is what it looks like. Okay, so here I want it to be in the same place a little bit. I just want it to hang there a little bit. So I'm going to go A select all, insert keyframes. So I haven't changed, so that's going to hold it there. So then I'm going to rotate Y up a little bit. Rotate Y up a little bit. Okay. Whoops. I need to move it first before I can do that. So we'll go here. About 23, rotate Y, rotate Y. Okay, A select all, I insert keyframes. There we go. It's going to speed up a little bit. So we've got to rotate Y, rotate Y, A, insert, and then as it goes, rotate Y to the top a little bit. Rotate Y to the top a little bit. A select all, insert keyframes, location, rotation, scale. Oh, whoops, I didn't move this, did I? I apologize. To go back to this one, that's too far, probably. So that one I'm just going to rotate it down, rotate Y, rotate Y. A, I, that, move this to 30, rotate Y, rotate Y. A, I, rotation scale. Okay. So if we have a look at this, this is kind of one full movement. Okay. What we can do is that's from the top and it goes down, so we can select all that again. We can go Control C, Control V, and G to grab that and put it here. Okay, so now what's going to happen is it's going to do both of those. All right, so I've got two there. I can do it again, Control C, Control V, G, just a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right, so this is a very simple animation. So we got a S. All right, that's a really simple animation. So what we can do right now, we've got no other movement. And also our animation ends here. So it ends at 100. We could end it at 102 maybe or something like that. So here we want to say where it ends. We can say 100 or we can say 102. However much. Yeah, I'm going to go 103. Okay, so that's where our animation is going to end. So if we go play now. Okay, all right, so it's got a real simple movement. Okay, so what we can do now, okay, is we can go to different parts of our animation and we can just to make things a little bit more interesting, we can click on this bone and go rotate a little bit. All right, and you'll see what that does is that moves that one. Or we can go A to select all and just rotate a little bit, just so that it just adds a little bit of change. So again, we go A, I, location, rotation, scale. Okay, let's send this one here. Again, I want to go in between there and go A, select all. Just rotate it a little bit. Okay, and go I. Go further in here, maybe A to select all, rotate. I'm going to try on the Y a little bit. No, we'll go on the X a little bit to go up. Again, A, I, and then we're going to go in here. So you can do this, rotate Y, again, A, I, or. So what you'll notice is actually when I go play, there's going to be a little bit of movement. This is going to be standard, but this one here's got a little bit of movement. So what you want to do is you want to go through different parts in here and add little bits of movement, because it's more exciting when it's moving around than if it's sitting still. And then, so in here, I might say in here, A, rotate, again, A, I, grab this one, rotate, I, let's go in here, let's go this one, rotate, Y, no, Y a little bit, rotate, X a little bit, go A, I, rotation scale, again, A, rotate just a little bit, A, I, rotation scale, then through this, go maybe here, rotate, A, I, and here, A, rotate, I, rotation. So now if we click play, you'll see that it has kind of all these little movements as well. All right, so not just straight, but actually it has kind of little movements for our butterfly. Now if we were to click into up here, our material mode, you'll see sort of what it looks like a little bit. Okay, and with that done, now all we need to do is render it. Okay, so we're just going to take that all the way back to the beginning. And to render, we click on the camera. No, we don't. We click on, and let me drag this out so we can see a little bit more. We are going to go to, let's add one more thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to, for this one here, we're going to add a background. So we click on our background and we're going to say, actually we click use nodes. So use nodes, surface, they don't have one. Let me see. I'll pause it here and then I'll find that out and get back to you. So there's a pause.